Hey y'all, it's me, Dalton James. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Or if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be walking you through my adventures at Disney World, which I just got back from, and Universal Studios, which is, I'm really excited to share some of my adventures from that. If you saw my last video, you'll hear kind of my experience from the last time I went to Universal. So this time I'll be discussing this time, plus my experiences at Disney World. My goal is also to kind of share you my tips and tricks on how to not gain weight while you're at Disney World and Universal. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good food and a lot of things to try, and a lot of people think, oh, you're walking so much, you're not going to gain weight. That's not necessarily the case, especially if you're someone like me. I had my handy dandy Apple Watch with me, and it showed me that I was walking several miles a day, but at the same time, I came back and I still ended up gaining about 5 pounds. So throughout this time, I am going to give you some of my tips and tricks on how not to gain weight throughout the time. I gained 5 pounds, but I could have definitely gained a lot more, so I definitely want to share some of the things I did, but plus some tricks to kind of help you, maybe when you're experiencing your things, maybe the next time that you're trying to plan for your trip to an amusement park. Okay, so first, I need to tell you about the worst plane experience I've ever experienced in my entire life. Okay, so I get to the airport. By the way, I am flying by myself because, so I get to the airport, I'm sitting there, and I get there like hour and a half early, which is normally what I do just because it's like a really small airport here. So I get there about an hour and a half early. I get my bag checked, I get to security, and I still have like an hour to wait around. So I'm sitting there, I get Starbucks and whatever. And then we finally get on the plane, and our plane backs up from the gate a little bit, and then it moves back in. I was like, that's kind of weird. Why are we moving back into the gate? And they're like, okay, sorry guys, there's some mechanical problems with the plane, so we'll have to deboard and then reboard in a second. And then we deboard, and while we're deboarding, the security person for the airport comes on, and she goes, I'm sorry, your plane is damaged, we'll have to delay your flight. So my flight was supposed to leave at 1, and now they had delayed it till 3 o'clock. So it was 3 p.m. is when I was supposed to go, and then my next flight was at 4. So there was no way that I was gonna make that second flight. So I called American Airlines, and I was like, and also there's nothing to bash them. They ended up being great. They helped me a lot. Calling, and they rescheduled my flight for a 6:30. So I was gonna leave Charlotte, North Carolina at 6:30, which is where my connection flight was. And at 3:30 rolls around, and they're like, yeah, sorry, it's still not working yet. The plane is still broken. So they broke the door of the plane, which is obviously very important for it to stay pressurized or whatever. So they were like, okay, yeah, so we'll have to deboard, we just can't do this. We can't get you on the plane, so we'll have to do 5:30. So then I pushed my other flight back to 8:30, and I looked at them and I was like, y'all, I'm not gonna make this flight. There's no way that I'm going to make this 8:30 flight because you're gonna push it back again. And so they were like, okay, well, we have a solution. And I was like, okay, what is that? And then they put me in this hot Chrysler minivan. It's a 6-seater, maybe a 7-seater, and they literally fill it to the brim of all of us and all of our luggage and drive us to Charlotte. And I was like, oh my God, that was brutal. That was so excruciating. It was so hot in there. I did not want to be in there. I ended up falling asleep because I was so hot. I just passed out on the window, and I was like, I'm sorry if I was snoring. I don't normally snore, but who knows? But I did finally make it to Disney World, and I could not have been happier just to get to freaking Orlando. I was about to walk myself if I didn't get there faster. So I finally made it to Charlotte after literally, and now I'm gonna sit here for a very long time. Very, very long time. I fell asleep on the car, next to someone.
Please stand clear of doors and hold onto handrails.
So we had decided to get to Epcot pretty early just so that we could ride all the rides we wanted before we started actually drinking around the world, which was our main goal of being at Epcot. She wouldn't let me put it in Dutch. I'm so mad.
No, because we wouldn't have been able to understand anything.
Nikki Tutorials is pissed.
And I'm like,
When you have a fast pass and get to pass anyone, you don't have to wait in line.
yeah, or bad bitches,
We can't relate.
I'll be out in a minute. Oh, is that for the purchase? Look at this. For spending me and you. We're going up to Elsa's Ice Palace with you and you.
Okay, so we ended up meeting this pretty great cast member. I don't remember, oh, Mike. So Mike ended up making us these buttons. I don't know if you've ever been to Disney World before, but you can get these buttons that say like celebrating or happy birthday or whatever. So he made us these buttons that said celebrating drinking around the world. So then we got to Epcot, we could actually wear them, and it was actually really cool and funny. And I love that button. I still have it. Welcome to our ugly car. Yikes. Ours is so ugly. Good. So we just started drinking around the world, and I'm already 2 margaritas in, so that's a lot of fun. And we're about to go to the UK or Canada, whatever's next. And how happy I am that we were just in France. It's just, I love the champagne. Okay, so let me discuss my outfit for this day. Hat is from Disney World. Shirt is from Disney World, obviously, because, you know, they're both Disney related. Black ripped jeans are from American Eagle, and shoes are Sperry's. Obviously, my Apple Watch is from Apple, and my Disney Magic Band is from Disney. Forever.
There'll be music. There'll be...
If you hate her, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. She's literally doing her eyebrows.
It had a hole in it.
Also, according to James Charles, eyebrow paste stuck. So you should probably be using a pencil.
I don't give a what James Charles has to say. Okay? I don't. Elf, guys.
Very authentic Morocco.
Very authentic. I'm shook. I can't trust you. That's better.
Hey guys, it's me and Josie coming to you live from round 2 of Test Track.
I'm full. I'm drunk.
Because in the morning, I'm making waffles. Round 2! We're dead. Yeah. Aren't we dead?
Sorry. Dead.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, God.
Okay, we're dead, right? Oh! Also, is this Charmed? Look at that. Charmed? I could literally cry. It's so pretty. No, don't copy me. Wow, that's rude. So I'm sure, as you can tell, we ended up eating and drinking quite a lot around the world. This is where some of the things where it came to like spending a lot of money and also not really being that healthy kind of comes into play. And my biggest recommendation to still have fun while you're drinking around the world and kind of experiencing that is to split your drinks and split your food. That will, one, save you money, but it'll also end up helping you cut down on the calories and carbs that you're consuming. Because while those drinks and that food is really good, it's not necessarily good for you. Trust me, those Chinese egg rolls are real good, but there's definitely some bad things in there for you. So this wrapped up our Epcot experience. It was a lot of fun. But then I was also really excited for Magic Kingdom, which was our next day. Most people think of Disney World, they think of Magic Kingdom with the castle and all that fun. So I was definitely really excited for that part next. Are you ready to get wet?
Hell yeah.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, Jessie, when did you get that flexible? Wow.
Yeehaw!
We're wet.
You're wet. Yeah.
Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo. And okay, so if you need to know one thing about me, I love Peter Pan. So when I saw him, like, I was like tearing up. I was in a straight play version of Peter Pan back in middle school, I want to say, and I literally, like, I've been in love with Peter Pan ever since. Like, it's still one of my favorite shows to be a part of or to, like, see or anything like that.
It's right at Disney World, where we have waited 20 minutes. It's a gratin.
There's a kid in front of us. He looks like he smells bad. He may not, but he looks like it. And you know what I mean. Don't lie.
This is a segment we like to call Being Mean to Children.
Another great tip for staying healthy while you're at Disney is to bring all the snacks that you can as possible. So whether that be just like snacks throughout the day, or you like bring your lunch, you ended up packing sandwiches a lot of the days, just so that you can kind of cut down on when spending money there and spending it on the food that's there. Plus, if you're bringing your own snacks, you're not gonna be tempted to get a pretzel or a Mickey shaped ice cream like 24/7 like I was. So time for our day 2 lookbook. I was definitely serving some dad at Disney realness with this one. It was rough. My hat was once again from Disney. Sorry about it. Like, I wore the same hat 2 days in a row. My shirt was from Target. The fanny pack was from this company called Serengeti. They're online. They end up helping a lot of like different organizations when you buy stuff from them. The ripped blue shorts are from American Eagle, just like my jeans were from yesterday. And then my shoes were Chacos because yeah, my sandals were Chacos. So I'm definitely giving you that dad at Disney fun, I guess.
Ready to throw up?
Throws up.
The girl and her Starbucks. We just read Space Mountain for the 50th time.
The second, he's exaggerating. I'm calling you out.
What's with that kid?
I wanted to drop kick him.
Which brings us back to our segment of Being Mean to Children. No, it's the most magical place on Earth.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Diet Coke was shook from the third ride on Space Mountain. Shook. Stop.
Don't tell me what to do ever.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
So it's dark in here, but we were on Haunted Mansion and it stopped.
We're stuck.
I was joking that I wanted to join the group, and now we're not moving.
Now we're not moving, so he's actually gonna die. So he's getting his wish.
horse show was so magical. I literally think about it practically every night. Like, it was so good. I love every minute of it. Yeah. So our next day was at Animal Kingdom, and Jessie told me that I had to ride Mount Everest. I was terrified. I did not want to ride. I was like, I'm not riding that. I'm not riding it. And she was literally like, no, you are. And then we rode it 3 times.
I'm literally gonna cry. If you can't tell by my crazy hair, we're about to ride Everest.
We're about to ride Everest. It's his first time. We're on the front row.
I'm gonna shit myself.
You love it! You love it!
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Get the view.
Look at all these chickens! Round 2, but in the back of the train. Yeah.
Round 2. Dalton loved it.
Round 2.
He loved it. So
I didn't die. I'm more nervous the second time.
not nervous. Get out.
Jesus! The 3rd time's the charm, right?
3rd time's the charm.
3rd time.
Dalton loves this update, like I told him he would.
Please don't ever read me like that again. Just a casual ride, you know?
Going up.
Club's going up. Oh, God.
And everybody's hands go up.
And they stay down.
And they stay down.
All I do is win. Hands in the air and they stay down. Woo! Woo! Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Oh my God! I'm nervous, Mom. It is 10 a.m. and the things we never had. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum.
Also on top of the hill, those brown animals with the stripes on their horns called the bongos. They're also called the ghosts of the forest because they're rarely seen. The hippos stay in the water most of the time, that's how people can get sunburned. And over the left are some Maasai giraffes. They have a jagged edge to their spots. Giraffe is full grown, will stand anywhere from 18 to 20 feet tall, and they eat about 20 over here. And over the right, those large animals, large horns, those are the That's 500 pounds. The females do most of the hunting, and the lions, they bound for 16 to 20 hours a day.
After the safari ride, my friend Jessie got us in to see the Festival of the Lion King in the front row. I was so pumped. I love Lion King, and I was so excited to see that up close and personal. It was amazing.
Lord Hobson, Dolphin! I want to leave your house, so you come with me. Let's change this warthog section. Alrighty, gang, listen up. Dolphin here will demonstrate the sound that we as fellow warthogs will make. Alright, Dolphin, place your fingers by your face to your tusks. Now snort like a warthog. Ooh, that was good. You okay? Alright, turn this way. Stay with me, Dolphin. Yeah. Warthogs get those tusks out, and on the count of 3, let's hear what you can do. 1, 2, 3. Dolphin, that's the most disgusting sound I've ever heard. But I love it. No, right? Dolphin, well, I think that's Swahili for it's my lucky day. Okay, we'll be right in here.
Ain't no passing parade. Hey, football, what are you doing over there? I'm in the warthog section. Besides, my little legs can't make me down off this float. But I'm all upstairs. But we're talking things and successions. Even you can be part of the
Okay, so now it is time for our day 3 at Animal Kingdom Lookbook. Hat, once again, is from Disney. My jacket is from North Face. My shirt is a fraternity shirt that I had made when I was in my fraternity. My shorts are from American Eagle, and my sandals are, once again, Chacos.
PCI Ranger technician. Excellent job. Don't worry, we'll get you the. This egg roll is so good. Jesse almost just fought another child.
I thought it was gonna work.
Jesse, Joe, Andrew. I'm all alone. Still can't find them anywhere. But I'm going to thank. Hello?